are holy, Lord, we worship you.
Hi, my name is EWC Jacob, and I'd like to speak with you about the album For Jesus. It's an album of 12 songs, original compositions, each one different, each one unique, each one having its own message, but all of them point to one person, Jesus. That's where we got the name. The album is For Jesus. The idea is to point as many people as possible. Direction. It speaks about the love of Jesus. It speaks about the mercy, the faithfulness, the completeness. Each song is different. Each song is unique. Each song was written and composed originally. None of them is a copy of another song, because each one is an expression of some feeling, some emotion, and a part of a journey that I find that I'm still on, and I find that most people are still on. Well, Cobhams was very easy to choose. I don't think there's a choice really. We go way back, and so it kind of was like I wouldn't have been able to explain to him if he had heard my music through someone else why it wasn't him who didn't do, those songs. Some of them, I remember back in Lag, I would come into the studio or come into a place we called Green Lab, and Cobhams would come, either be there or come and meet me, and he would say, what new thing, what new song, or let's sing this song, or he always has this infectious thing. I don't know how to explain it, and he just makes you feel like you wrote a song, like something nice, and there you are thinking it's just some melody, but more than that, I think the thing with Cobhams and me, and I say this, it's the one thing that's unique to Cobhams. I can't play an instrument, I can't play a single one, but I hear chords in my mind. I hear how a song should go, and I can't let it go. It's always there. Cobhams is the one person I know till date who interprets things the closest to what I have in my mind without having to explain much. He literally takes the thing out of my mind and plays the chord, and I've not seen one or heard a chord. I may have forgotten by now, but I can't remember a chord Cobhams has played that I haven't thought, wow, it's the way he is.
This is for him who is holy.
I'm Cobhams Asuquo. I'm a music producer, and I have the singular honor and privilege of working on the For Jesus album by EWC Jacobs. Working with EWC is not something I can describe in very few words. It's better felt than put into words, because especially working on a project like the For Jesus album, because it required that as a producer and as a person, you're creatively honest, and you're not making music just from a professional standpoint, or making music just because you have the skill to make music, but that you're making music for a strong purpose. And so working with EWC is just that. It requires that you're honest, that you're sincere, and that you're able to take her heat in the sense of she throughout the project she brought a lot of passion, for want of a better way to describe it, a lot of passion, and you needed to be able to connect with that to be able to interpret it. So it was a very raw, very naked, very passionate, very honest, very sincere, very detailed project and experience.
Why is For Jesus free? That's a very personal question. For Jesus, it was important to me that For Jesus reaches the people I feel it should reach. I wanted For Jesus to go into the hands of people who don't know Jesus. I wanted them to be introduced to him the way I see him. to know how well I have been loved by him, and hopefully to want to be loved or want to know the person who has loved me so well, and to know that they too are loved. It also gave me the freedom to write and to sing the way it came to me without wanting to be commercial or wanting to play to the tune of public opinion. And so I was able to express myself and express this love of God exactly the way I perceive it. Some days it's clear to me how much I'm loved. Some days it's a little dim, but it's always there. And so for Jesus will always be free of charge, always be free, because that's how I got the love of God, free. And I'd like that people have access as much as they want.
I'd expect anyone who listens to the album For Jesus to come out feeling taken in, feeling sucked in, feeling like being in a, for want of a better way to describe it, a vortex of sorts. Like it's an album that just takes you in. That's what it does. It takes you to another place. It takes you to a place of worship, a place of honesty, of sincerity, of truth, a place where you're naked and unashamed and before your God. That's the feeling I get when I listen to the album.
For Jesus, I'm happy to say, is now available to be downloaded free of charge from most major digital stores, including iTunes, CD Baby, SoundCloud, Reverb Nation. It's also available on my website, www.forjesusalbum.com. Please feel free to go there. Download as many times as you want and share. But more importantly, do something for Jesus. God bless you.